Ready, Set Mums, welcome back to week 21 of your pregnancy. Now week 21, your baby is about the same length as a carrot. So that means it's about 10.5 inches long and it weighs about 3/4 of a pound by 21 weeks. Now your baby is already starting to manufacture meconium in its bowel. We'll talk about meconium in the weeks to come, but meconium is the first substance that your baby will actually poo, and it's a bit darker and a bit thicker than regular poo. Your baby is also able to taste the foods that you are eating by swallowing your amniotic fluid. Now by swallowing your amniotic fluid, it's developing the skills it needs to breathe, but it's also getting its hydration and its nutrition from you. Another thing that's going on is that you may start to feel like your baby is actually starting to move away from the gentle butterfly kicks to full-fledged martial art event kicks. They're going to get stronger and stronger over the weeks to come. I actually remember around about 32 weeks laying with my belly gently resting on the back of my ex-partner and him actually saying to me, "Babe, do you mind moving so that your belly's off my back? I can't sleep because the baby's kicking me." And I remember thinking to myself, oh, is it? Is the baby kicking you? Because I can't actually feel that. And by now, amazingly, your baby's reproductive system is almost fully developed. So although the sex of the baby was determined way back at the start of your pregnancy, if you have a little girl, she actually has an amazing supply of about 5 to 6 million eggs in her ovaries. And if you have a little boy, his testes have already settled into his abdomen. Now, some things that you may be experiencing this week are leaky boobs. Your boobs are already starting to manufacture milk and colostrum, so you may notice them feeling full and leaking at times. You can get some breast pads just to aid in that so that it doesn't leak through your bras and your shirts at work. It happened to me in front of a classroom of teenage boys, so come prepared. You may also notice that your face is getting a little bit oily. With the hormones in your body, it can make our skin oily. So just counteract this by gently cleansing with a toxic-free cleanser in the morning and in the evening. Now, the opposite scale of that, you might notice that your tummy is actually quite itchy and it might be dry. This is because your skin is stretching with the weight gain and the stretching of your uterus, and also you might notice some stretch marks. You're more likely to get stretch marks if it is hereditary, so if it runs in your family, that you can go out and get some really good lotions just to ease the itchiness and the dryness and also lessen the likelihood of stretch marks. Another thing around this time is to make sure that you balance exercise and sitting down just to reduce the risk of varicose veins and, of course, hemorrhoids. If you are getting hemorrhoids, ladies, go and see your doctor or your chemist. There are things out there for relief. We're going to be talking a lot about hemorrhoids at Ready, Set Mum. I have some great stories of my own to share with you, and it's always a wonderful thing to talk about. And there are also little pads and things that you can use to sit on if you already have them to get some relief, because they can be very uncomfortable and they can be very, very painful. It is usually due to the pressure that your baby is putting on your bowel and your lower area. So make sure you get the relief that you need to if you are suffering from them. But you may actually notice that you're starting to feel better, you've got more energy. Take full advantage of this, ladies, because you may notice come the third trimester that your energy levels start to lessen and it gets harder and harder to do things. Now, some things that you might like to consider doing this week is to start a baby registry. Are there things that you would like to receive as gifts from other people for your baby? Especially if you're having a baby shower, or you know that people are going to buy delivery gifts or hello, welcome newborn gifts. Some people are quite confused and actually appreciate you letting them know what you would like. So check out some of the options that we have given you here and some of the ideas at Ready, Set Mum, and start making a baby registry if that's something you would like to do. You will also need to look into scheduling for your glucose challenge test if that's something you are choosing to do. The glucose challenge test is what determines whether you have gestational diabetes or not. You'll have to drink an disgusting, thick fluid, and then what the doctors do is they test your blood over the coming hours and minutes after that to see what your sugar levels do in your blood. I took full advantage of this. As disgusting as the drink was, I took my laptop in there to try and get some work, and then I think I spent about 3 hours getting some sleep and having a nap in the cool of the hospital with some really nice relaxing music. So if you want to use that few hours to relax, go ahead, go and do it. I absolutely did. And the other thing that you might like to do is schedule your mid-pregnancy ultrasound. Now, it's really quite easy from this week forward for the doctors to determine the sex of your baby. So you may like to discuss with your partner or your birthing team whether you want to find out the sex of your baby It's okay if you do, it's okay if you don't. Some couples have one person find out and the other person not find out. Whatever you decide is completely fine and is up to you. So ladies, we are loving being with you here at Ready Set Mum throughout the journey of your pregnancy. Please keep your comments coming. Please keep your stories coming. We're loving the photos that we are receiving. And if there is anything that you would like us to research and discuss at Ready Set Mum, let us know. We have an amazing team on board to help you out any way that we can. And I look forward to seeing you next week for week 22 of your pregnancy. I'm hiding from my kids, but before you go, do you love this video? And did you want more great pregnancy information delivered directly to you? If so, make sure you just drop by and subscribe to Ready Set Mum using the links below. Good luck.